This morning routine changed my life. I'm 33 years old. For most of my 20s, I was completely lost. But in the last 3 years, I've started and scaled several businesses, built a platform that reaches millions of people, raised my own venture fund, and signed a 7-figure book deal. In this video, I'm gonna share the morning routine that unlocked all of that. The best part, I will give you the 5 core principles to enable you to build your perfect morning routine. This morning routine made me millions. Let's start with principle number 1. Set the conditions for success. There are a few key things that you can do to set up your next morning for success. I'm gonna walk you through exactly what I do the night before to set myself up to hit the ground running in the morning. First thing I'm gonna do is spend 15 minutes setting myself up for the 2 to 3 priority tasks that I'm gonna focus on the next morning. The whole idea here is that I wanna reduce the friction to getting started on those most important things the following morning. So tomorrow morning, I'm gonna be working on a newsletter. I'm gonna pull up on my screen all of the different pieces of research and the actual writing software that I'm gonna be using. The one other thing that I do every single night is I take one of these small note cards and I just write down what those 2 to 3 highest priority tasks are gonna be for the next morning. I find that if I do that, and if I avoid writing down 10 things, if I keep it to that 2 or 3, I'm really effective in checking those things off to start the day. All right, that's that for the 15 minutes of prep. A few other things that I'm generally trying to do in the evening to set my conditions for success. One would be no caffeine after about 12 p.m. I don't follow that 100% of the time, to be completely honest, but I try to, on a normal day, avoid caffeine after 12 or 1 p.m. I also try to avoid screens after about right now, so it's a little bit after 5 p.m. If I can shut down on the computer, generally avoid my phone or have it on grayscale mode, that's always a plus for my sleep quality at night. Now you're gonna come with me and we're gonna go through a few other activities that I'm doing every single night to set the conditions for success in my morning routine. Let's go. Boo. Boo. This is also an important part of my morning routine. Who's more handsome?
Definitely on the left.
3, 4.
Last part of principle 1, setting the conditions for success, is establishing a consistent wind down routine in the evening. So basically a consistent set of actions that get you prepared to have a good night's sleep, to close out the night, to relax, get things off your brain, just generally promote a restful night's sleep leading into your morning. Mine is pretty much always the exact same thing. I come out here, back, I've got this beautiful sauna here and a cold plunge. I'll do 3 to 5 minutes in the cold plunge on my legs just because I've been running as much as I have been, good for recovery. And then I'll do 20 minutes in the sauna. While I'm in the sauna, I do a little bit of journaling. So I bring a notepad out there with me. I follow what I call my 1-1-1 journaling method. That's, I just write down 1 win from the day, 1 point of tension, anxiety, or stress, something that's causing me stress, and then 1 point of gratitude, something that I feel grateful for during the course of the day. If I do those 3 things, if I come out here, I get my cold plunge, I get my sauna in, I know that I'm gonna go back inside relaxed, very wound down, and able to get to sleep quickly. That's a wrap for principle 1. See you bright and early, or I guess dark and early for principle 2. Good morning. Principle 2, wake up early consistently. Waking up early is as close to a life cheat code as you will find because it's hard. And when you do it consistently, you are on a daily basis creating evidence that makes you identify as a winner. There's a few things you can do to make waking up early and waking up consistently early a little bit easier. The couple of things I do. One, as you saw, I put my alarm clock, my phone, in another room. It's about 10 or 15 feet away from my bed in the bathroom. What that means is that when it goes off in the morning, I cannot hit snooze on my bedside table because I can't reach it. I have to actually physically get out of bed and walk over. By the time you do that, you are so unlikely to hit snooze and get back into bed. The second thing I do is I make sure that I drink about 16 ounces of water as soon as I get up and out of bed. If you do that, you get that hydration in you, it gives you a little bit of a jolt of energy, and it makes it much easier to get up. The last thing I do, which you'll see me do right now, is what I call my 5-5-5-30 method. That's 5 push-ups, 5 squats, 5 lunges, and a 30-second plank. Again, it's just a very short, quick burst of movement that allows you to get that energy rolling to start the morning to make it much easier to wake up early consistently. That brings us to principle number 3. Do something hard. Do something to start your morning that primes you mentally and physically to take on the day. Primes you to take on those first priority tasks that we're going to get into, that primes you emotionally for anything that you're going to need to take on, that primes you intellectually. Now for me, that's walking out to my backyard and getting into a cold plunge. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you have to get into freezing cold water at 4 a.m. in order to have a great day. Just figure out something that's hard. It could be meditating, it could be a workout, it could be a cold plunge, but do something hard that sets you up to have a win for your morning. Gotta breathe into it. And always, always gotta dunk. Woo! Gotta warm up after that. All right, I'm gonna go get dressed and meet you back here for principle 4. I tracked a bunch of water everywhere on my walk upstairs. Can't have wife slipping.
I've been able to understand a lot of things.
Before principle 4, coffee. Large black cold brew, every day.
Thing that puzzles me. All these pretty girls.
Principle number 4, focus deeply. If you remember last night, we set up those first 2 to 3 priority tasks that I was going to work on this morning. Now's the time when I sit down and actually focus on them for 2 to 3 hours. I do this early in the morning because there's no distractions. No one's emailing you, no one's texting you, my kid's not awake yet. I can really sit here and lock in on those couple of things that are going to move me forward in my highest priority projects and opportunities. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to spend the next 2 to 3 hours focusing in, and I'll see you on the other side. You're being kind of loud, dude. I'm trying to focus. One thing people definitely don't get is that if you spend 15 minutes in the evening setting up for the morning and 2 hours focused deeply on those couple of priority tasks, you can get more done by 8 a.m. on a normal day than most people do in an entire 8-hour workday. That's just facts. All right, about 7 a.m. I'm hungry. Let's go get some food and get on to principle 5.
When I walk.
God damn it. Got some leftover grass-fed ground beef from last night. Gonna cook that up with 4 pasture-raised eggs, packet of rice, and probably have a date with some honey and sea salt. And that'll be this breakfast before my morning run.
Oh, yes, I will.
It's tough out there. It is tough out there. Not when you have this morning routine, though. There are certain things you can do that make life feel like you're on easy mode. I personally think waking up early is one of those things.
I'll keep looking.
Mango chili, salt and electrolytes. Oh. Driving on over to the gym, get a little warm up in. I've got a running workout, and then we've got a leg lift after that, and that'll take us into the final principle. Principle number 5, move. Movement is a catalyst for everything else in life. It has ripple effects into all of the other areas of your world. When you move in the morning, you're gonna feel better during the day, you're gonna eat better, you're gonna sleep better at night, you're gonna focus better. I'm gonna go hit this run, we're gonna come back here and do a leg lift. We're gonna be done with all of that by 9 a.m. And then I'm gonna walk through the couple of secrets that are gonna tie this entire morning routine together that you can implement into your life today. Let's go do it.
I dipped in this town a few days ago. The girl I come to see, you know I love her so. We live in a shack up on the hill, and I'm behind the range. But that's what they did. They call me Big Bad John. They call me Big Bad John. They call me Big Bad John. I don't give a if they do. You know I walk in the room.
Is this thing on? That's it for the movement for the day. It's about 10 a.m., which brings us to the 2 secrets for piecing this all together in your life. Number 1, take the general and make it specific. I've given you guys the 5 general principles for creating a morning routine, but you need to make them specific to you. You don't need to follow the exact morning routine that I go through on a daily basis. You need to take these ideas and apply it into your own life to craft your own morning routine based on them that works for you. The second secret, aim for 90 to 95% compliance with the routine. What you don't want to do is get derailed when you inevitably have something that comes into your life that knocks you off your daily process. So aim for that 90 to 95% mark, and you'll always make forward progress in your life. Those are the 2 secrets, and that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please subscribe to the channel for more content like this. You'll love some of the other videos that are on the screen right here. And as always, until next time, stay curious, friends.